You ever feel like you're drowning in marketing advice? It's like everywhere you look, there's podcasts, there's marketing gurus or any kind of gurus in your own niche popping up like little mushrooms everywhere. Everybody's got a new secret power, a new system, a new shortcut. And if you're a service-based business owner trying to actually run a business, the pressure is really real, right? Post more, do a webinar, run ads, launch something yesterday is exhausting. And whether you're doing all the marketing and still burning out, or doing more of it and wondering why things aren't working, the weight is the same. Today, we're not talking about more tactics. No, we're talking about what's really behind the marketing burnout in 2025, because it's very real and kicking, and what to focus on when you're tired of the noise but still want to grow today. So let's go. Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. So have you ever been to a dinner party and everybody's trying to speak louder than the other person? And those kind of settings that everybody's trying to say one thing and everybody's talking at the same time. And it's the same thing that is happening online right now. And it's not you, really. It is not you. Yeah, it can be noisy and annoying, but it's not you. Today, we're surrounded by AI tools and a million podcasts and ads everywhere every 3 seconds. When you're listening or watching, it doesn't matter. And people constantly telling you gotta post more all the time. And it's not just marketing anymore. It is about, the survival in marketing. And honestly, I feel that you are not burning out because you're weak. You're not. I say this with honesty. You are not burning out because the rules have changed. And as simple as that. Nobody actually warned you that the rules in marketing were changing. So we got to get with the program, right? So what used to work, showing up and posting a few times and talking about your services, now feels like you are a broken record, or you're simply whispering in a stadium full of people at the same time where everybody's trying to do the same thing as you. Now, it is not that the marketing is hard or has gotten harder. It's that the attention has gotten more expensive. And now everybody that has a dog or a cat are super famous now. They probably have a podcast or they have a meme after them. So you're not crazy. They do. They do actually. That is actually happening. So you see them all the time. So the old advice was very simple, right? It was to be consistent, to post more, to do more content and hustle harder. And that's what you have to do, more. Now, more isn't a strategy, really. I see it as a trap where they tell us to do all these sort of things, and then you get caught up, and then you get overwhelmed, and you're trapped in that hamster wheel that they're telling you that you should be doing. So posting daily won't fix a message that nobody actually feels connected to. Or, chasing a trend won't fix a trust that somebody might need to have about your business and your brand. So being louder won't make you be more clear. No, it simply won't. So the more noise doesn't mean that you're going to create more clients. It just makes you actually feel more exhausted and actually exhausted faster because you are trying to catch up to the whole thing, right? And it's like shouting louder and louder. And it's like the guy with the biggest, megaphone that would always would win. But he doesn't actually. The guy who connects is the one that will actually win in the end. And the thing is that people aren't ignoring you because, they're rude. No, they're actually not. They're ignoring you because they're tired too. They're also seeing the same thing and they're also tired. And attention right now, like I said before, is very expensive and trust is very rare. And by the way, if you haven't listened to last week's episode, I suggest you actually listen to it because it's all about trust and how can you build that trust when people actually don't even know you or they have limiting beliefs that they assume and put people in boxes because of the trust that they've had before in their lives. So make sure that you actually do that and you watch this. So what happens also when people are overloaded, that's why, they don't need more posts. They don't need more reels. They need the right words that actually makes them feel something. The words that actually hit them when they actually see what you're actually saying, words that go like, oh, finally, somebody gets me. Finally, somebody understood what I've been feeling, but I haven't been able to put it into the right words. That's exactly what you actually need. You don't need to post more. You don't need to create more content. You just need to simply say something that actually makes them want to stop scrolling. So it becomes relevant and it's real for them and it feels personal to them. So they actually do stop doing that. So your job isn't to talk more. It is to say something they actually feel in their gut. You have to really connect to what your ideal potential clients actually feel and speak directly to that nitty gritty pain in there. And the goal isn't to be seen. It is to actually be felt, to feel it. So they need to be feeling it. And if you feel it when you say it, they're probably going to feel it too because you understand their pain, right? So the burnout is not a badge of honor, really. It's not a thing that you put here and you're like, oh, I'm burnt out. No, it is a sign that the way that we're marketing isn't working anymore. Really, it's just the way it is. So if you're burnt out, is that is not working for you. And posting just to post, it is a survival mode and it's not an option. But showing up with a strategy behind it, something that you thought about, you planned, you have a strategy. That's exactly how you stay in the game. And you stay in the game by being sane, mentally sane. So if you have a plan and you stick to that plan, you're also in your own mental space sanity that you should be. So you're a better person, but you're also a better business owner, right? You actually don't have to disappear. You just have to stop playing a game that you can't win. That is really it. You have to stop what you're doing and focus on what actually works for you. And strategic marketing means less posts, less content, but sharper ones, more intentional ones, with intent, with knowing that actually that will hit your ideal potential clients that is growing around looking for you. And they haven't found you because you haven't been able to actually hit them where it hurts the most. Now, it means real connection also, not production. You don't have to get a production team to do everything. I mean, I have a mic here, a laptop, two books in there. I have a camera right here, but it is me. I set it up. I do it. I don't hire anybody to come and do the lighting and this. No, I have lighting from natural. It is, okay? So And it's not about really being everywhere and all the social media platforms. No, it is about being the one that they actually remember, in the one they actually use, in the one that you actually feel comfortable, where you want to be, so that you show up how you want to show up, but right, with a good plan, right? So let's keep moving on. So when you start treating your marketing like a race, like, you can't get there, and you start treating it like a real conversation, like if it's a human, like it's tangible, why not, right? Then you actually do get the trust. You get the trust from the people that are consuming that kind of content, and you get the leads. Why? Because you are speaking directly to what they actually need, and you get your time back, and your brain is in check, and you have the sanity that you need. So burnout doesn't bring better clients. Real connections does. Real connections is what will make your marketing better. And when you're market smarter, you actually, and not louder, by the way, and not louder, you get noticed by the right people. You don't have to shout the loudest to people actually understand and want to work with you. And when you stay visible in what you're doing without being exhausted, that is when you get to run your business. That is exactly, not let, marketing run you, but you are running the business. You are deciding what your marketing is going to look like, because you've made the choice. And this is how I'm going to do it. And that is what is the plan. So trust builds quietly, but it lasts longer and stretches longer than a trending sound. Now, if any of this made any sense, and if you really want to get daily strategies every day, I am here. You can sign up to the V's Daily. The link is in the description. And I share with you more strategies, more things that you can do for your business, for your messaging, for your marketing, for your branding. So if this is something that you actually need, you need empowerment, you need motivation, come to the V's Daily. And actually, you have full access to me, because you can reply. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.